In this section here, we're going to be talking about simplifying radical expressions. If we add the square root of 5 times the square root of 2, and we wanted to join that into one radical, 5 times 2 is 10. Okay. What if we had the square root of 15 times the square root of 10? This would end up being the square root of 15 times 10, right? But what we're going to do here is I'm going to factor the 15. Actually, let me just write it like this first. This is 3 times 5, and this is 2 times 5. Okay, so we're going to get it, break it down into its product of primes. So we have two 5's here. In other words, this could be rewritten as 3 times 2 times 5 squared. Now, if I were to break this up, this 3 times 2, there's nothing we can do with that. So I'm going to say that's 6, and the square root of 5 squared. Five squared, getting it into exponential form, which is really not necessary, but I guess we need to do that right now. 5 times 2, or that's a 2 right there. 2 times a half is 1, so you're just left with a 5, but we want to bring that 5 outside right here. So this all reduces down to 5 times the square root of 6. Alright, what if we had the square root of 35 times the square root of 14 is equal to, now let's just put everything here under the radical, so this would be 35 times 14. Now I'm going to break this up. This is 7 times 5 times, and this would be 2 times 7. Okay, so we have 2 7's under the radical, so that'd be 7 times 7, or I'm going to just say 7 squared times 10. Alright, so we can actually break this up. And the square root of a square, right, is just going to be whatever that number is, which is 7, and we can't do anything further with the 10. Something 7 times 5, 2 times 7. Okay, I guess that's right. Didn't make any mistakes. Gotta be careful. If I had 3 roots of 15 times 3 roots of 50. Okay, so we're going to break this up, or we're going to put this actually all into the radical. 3 roots of, this is 3 times 5, and 50 over here, breaking that down, is 5 times 10, which can be broken down to 5 times 2 times 5, right? So this would be 5 times 2 times 5. Now you notice we got 3 5's under here. So this would be 5 cubed times 2 times 3, which is 6. Alright, and I'm going to actually do it like this time. Okay, so 5 raised to the 3rd power raised to the 1/3 power times 6 to the 1/3.